Good afternoon, all of you. Welcome for the course Parallel Computing. I am Dr. Manisha Patil from R.C. Patel Institute of Technology, Shirpur, from CSE Data Science Department. So today we'll see for the course Parallel Computing. This is the department Vision Mission, and the course is offered for semester 7 for BTech final. So what will be the requisites for this subject? Computer System Fundamentals and Computer Networks. So parallel computing, the objective of this subject is to familiarize students with fundamental concept, techniques and tools of parallel computing, and these are the course outcome which is given in our syllabus. So first is understand the different structures of parallel computers. Here we'll see the various that is SIMD, MIMD, all the various architectures of parallel computers. Apply parallel algorithms for problem solving. Evaluate the performance of parallel computing models and their algorithms. So, as the name suggests, parallel computing, many computations are working simultaneously. That is nothing but our parallel computing. So, parallel computing is a type of computation where many calculations or processes are carried out simultaneously. So what it will leverage the multiple processing elements simultaneously to solve a problem faster than with a single processor. So in this case it will divide the major problem into then broke into the smaller parts. So parallel computing is a method of computation that simultaneously performs multiple calculations or processes. It's also known as high performance or supercomputing. So how it will be working? A large problem is broken down into smaller parts. Each part is processed simultaneously on a multiple processors. Each processor communicate using shared memory. The solutions are combined using the algorithms that we are studying in our unit number 3 and 4. What are the key goals of parallel computing? So obviously it will scalable, resource utilization, efficient one. So these are the key goals of parallel computing. Speed up, it will reduce the execution time. Efficient, use the available resources effectively. Scalable, I can add the many processing elements or process, or I can increase my data size that is scalable. And obviously it is a cost effective because in a minimum time it will give you the maximum output, that is maximum throughput, without increasing the cost dramatically. We'll see the scenario. So this is our serial processing here, and see the these are the tasks of various employees. The calculation is do payroll. So each these are the instruction of from employee 1 to the number of employees, and it will be given to the processor sequentially, right? So it will perform it one by one. If you have if I given the same in a parallel one, in this here you the number of processing element are there, and all the tasks are executed simultaneously. So from employee 1 to employee n. So in this way it will increase the output with the help of this parallel computing. So what our parallel computers consist of? So you can say it is a all all standalone computers are like it will be having the multiple function units, L1, L2 cache, then multiple execution units are core, multiple hardware threads. So this is our diagram which shows you that these are the nodes. These nodes you can say the processing element, and each of the processing element having a memory and the multiple cores, and they all are attached through the network. So they can means the if you consider that the one problem is divided and it is given to this each of the nodes and they were executing there, and finally the combined results are given, right? So why we are using this parallel computing? So real in the natural world, many complex interrelated events are happening at the same time, but they yet within a temporal sequence. Compared to the serial computing, parallel computing is much better suited for modeling, simulating, and understanding the complex real world phenomena. So here we have the example. Imagine the modeling this serially, like see galaxy formation, then planetary movements, climate changes. These all real world phenomena where I can use the parallel computing. Rush hours, plate tectonic plates, and weather. So in this, see example of this one, that is web search engines, databases processing millions of transactions every seconds. So parallelly it will given that transaction to the various processing element. So who is using the parallel computing? Who are the users? So these are the various areas where this parallel computing is used, like science and engineering. So atmosphere, earth, environment, physics, applied nuclear, particle, condensed matter, high pressure, fusion, photonics, bioscience, biotechnology, genetics, chemistry, molecular science, geology, mechanical engineering, spacecraft, electrical engineering, microelectronics, computer science, mathematics, defense and weapons. So see the area where it is not, it is almost used in every area, and is industrial and commercial, like oil exploration, web search engine, medical imaging, diagnosis, financial economic modeling, management, collaborative work environment. Everywhere it is used. These are the advantages and disadvantages of parallel computing. So obviously it saves the time and money because many resources working together cut down on time and cost. So it may be difficult to resolve larger problems on a serial computing. You can do many things at once using many computing resources. And what will be the disadvantage for this one? Multi-core architecture consumes lot of power. Parallel solutions are more difficult to implement, debug, and basically to write the programs to make the computation, to make the utilization of available number of cores. So your coding must be in that way. Then only it will take advantage of the parallel uh, computation. So prove the right due to the complexity of communication and coordination, they can frequently perform worse than the serial uh, equivalents. So this is our introduction of the parallel computing. So from the starting what we have covered, so we have got an introduction of the parallel computing. Then we see the difference between serial and parallel computing. What are the key goals of parallel one? What are the key goals? Efficiency, scalability, maximum throughput, speed, and cost effectiveness. These are the key goals of our parallel computing. So make the use of available, and everywhere it is very important to process the highly available data. For that we require the parallel machines, parallel executions. So these are the for that, throughout the syllables, we'll see the various algorithms that we are using. So